I was up really early today. I had the idea that I might go to the heights of Abraham, but it's rained all morning, it's absolutely freezing cold, so I think we're going to have to make other plans for the day. I've decided against using the pot in the front parlour. Um, I think it's going to be a little bit too big, but the main thing is it's an outdoor pot. It's got a hole in the bottom, so it's just going to leak water and stuff over the carpet. So it's not really going to be suitable at all, is it? So that can go back over there from where it came. God, it's cold. It's absolutely freezing out there. Right, let's just show you a little update here. You remember I was saying I couldn't decide what to do with the third pot? Well, now I've decided. The third pot is going there. And, oh, so I'm going to get another one of these. They're £2.50 from Morrison's, so not a massive expense. So there'll be another one of these going in down there, and I can announce that they are called Barry, Robin, and that will be Morris. The little pot that was there on that windowsill is now, come with me, over there. Instead of being Billy No Mates, he's going to be on there with his two pals. Now, whatever that used to be, it kind of isn't anymore. And same applies to that one. That one is okay, I think. But while when I go and get Morris, then I'll have a look if there are a couple of little cheapy replacement plants that are less dead and that I can put in these pots here. What the hell is... Any idea what those are? I get them on these two windowsills. Obviously something to do with the plants, I presume. But they just appear almost overnight. Looks as if I haven't dusted this for years, but I promise you I have. Oh, hello. Post has just been. Right, let's have a look what we've got here. There we go. Get you open. Ah, it's the other piece for the front parlour. This comes courtesy of Jimmy Quinn, and you'd need to be of a certain age to understand what that is. That is a lock for an old style telephone that stops the dial from being used. So that's what your mum or your dad used to put on the phone to stop you running up the phone bill when you were a kid. Right, I've never actually used one of these. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, because this is the really old, because this is the really old telephone, it's an early 60s one, the holes in the dial are smaller than the slightly later ones, so this doesn't fit. But I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll pop it in the ashtray as a little period display piece. There we go. Right, well, time is marching on, so let's get something to eat. And today I am going to have the brunch that I didn't have on Saturday.
Somebody else, I mean, we do a gig. Liam had aspirations of becoming a singer.
I'm going to really enjoy this. I've got a bit of a question for you, my lovelies. As you saw, I had a bit of a brunch today. In other words, I had a cooked or full English breakfast at lunchtime. Now, I posted a picture of said brunch both in the Boaty World Facebook group and on my YouTube community channeling thingy, and somebody left a comment saying brown sauce with a question mark and a surprised face. In other words, there is no brown sauce on that dish. Why is there no brown sauce? And that left me a little bit surprised and confused, because as you saw, I had baked beans on that plate, and I thought that the rule was that if you had baked beans on your breakfast or brunch, then you weren't allowed to have sauce, because the baked beans are effectively the sauce. And I thought the rule was that you could only have sauce on a beanless breakfast. So this is my question to you. Am I wrong in thinking that? Or can you have sauce and baked beans? I never thought you could. And then I thought about it a bit more. And I thought, well, if I was going to have sauce, I wouldn't have brown sauce or HP sauce anyway. I would much prefer to have English mustard. Like, if I had steak and eggs for lunch, I would have English mustard with it. If I had sausage and something, if I had a sausage sandwich, I would have mustard on it. So, this is my follow-up question now. Is it ever acceptable to have mustard on a full English breakfast? I've never done it. I've never heard about anybody doing it, and I've certainly never seen anybody doing it. But would that be acceptable? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Tractor! The road that I normally use to go to work, or one of the roads anyway, is currently closed. Some major work on a gas main, so I'm having to come the alternative route, or an alternative route, and that means that we have the undoubted pleasure of driving through the rather lovely village of Crich, one of those places that has a name that is pronounced differently than the spelling would suggest. It's C-R-I-C-H, but it's pronounced Crich. There are probably historical reasons for that. I'm not aware of them. But it's rather lovely here. Most notable for, or most famous for, I suppose, the tramway museum just outside of the village, Crich Tram Museum. I really must go and spend a day there sometime. And if you'd like more information on the museum, just do an internet search for John Shuttleworth Crich Tram Museum. He wrote a song all about it. Right. here we are. Time to go and do some honest graft. I'm going to be all over the place tonight. I'm front of house, kitchen, delivering. Oh, I'm such a multitasker. Okay, darlings. Time to go home. Time to go home. And I must admit that tonight I am rather glad to be going home and looking forward to getting home. This, keep calling it a lurgy. I mean, let's be honest, I've got a bloody cold. That's what I've got. Calling it a lurgy is as bad as calling it man flu. Absolute piffle waffle. I've got a bloody cold. It might be a heavy cold, but it's only a cold. But for whatever reason tonight, it's just, well, I'm saying that. I'm saying, oh, I've just got a bloody cold. I've just got a bloody cold. I keep forgetting that that I've had long COVID. I had COVID very badly in the very, very early days of the pandemic, and it was so early that it was still at a point where we didn't really know what COVID was. So it was before it was even, I think it was before it was actually declared a pandemic. It was certainly well before the lockdown or anything like that. The big boss was in China, and unknowingly, obviously, brought it into the restaurant and into the kitchen. And as you would expect, it spread like it's, oh, hello, bus pulling out. Go on then, go on, okay. And as you would expect, it spread like wildfire. We all had it, and I took it home. I was living with Boo and Little Miss then, so I took it home and they had it, and we were, I mean, none of us died, but we were all properly ill. But the crazy thing is that we didn't know what it was. We thought we had a cold or flu or whatever. And we all kept coming to work. I didn't miss a single day of work. I was, God, I mean, I was ill, but obviously I wasn't, should be in hospital, can't breathe ill, but quite unpleasantly ill, and we all just carried on working exactly as normal. It's only as things went on that we realised what we'd had. I mean, on the plus side, I suppose that means I built up antibodies in the very early days, because certainly throughout the rest of it I didn't have any serious problems, but it gradually crept up on me over the years since that I have had bouts of long COVID. And who was it who said something to me? I'm starting to think that this could actually be another one, because somebody said that I complained on a live stream that I wasn't feeling quite tickety-boo, and it has just struck me that this cold or whatever it is, it has been lingering about for a week or 10 days now, and it has neither peaked nor abated, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's probably what I'm suffering from. It's probably long COVID, and tonight, for whatever reason, I'm feeling the worst that I felt with it. That's the point I was trying to get to. So I'm glad to be getting home. God, bloody hell, I made you work hard to get your heads around that, didn't I? Oh, excuse me. Oh dear. See what I mean? I've been more sneezing than I've been tonight. I'm more coffee. I'm more headachy. And I'm shivery and shaky. But that makes sense now. I thought, well, this cold's taken a long time to break. And then I've been thinking, well, this cold's been hanging about. It's bloody long COVID again, isn't it? Every time it happens, it takes me by surprise. And there'll be a point, probably after a week or 10 days, like now, where I think, sod it hell, I've got long COVID again, haven't I? Oh well. And this is the good bit, darlings. Driving upwards into the night, leaving civilization behind us. And that's going to be pretty much it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your company as always. It really wouldn't be the same without you. A special thank you to my channel members. A big thank you to anybody who makes the effort to hit like on this video, and a massive thank you to you if you left that knob alone when the adverts came on. I'm really very grateful. Wishing you all a safe and peaceful night ahead, and I hope that you all have the best day that you possibly can tomorrow. Be sure to take every little bit of joy from it, any little bit of joy that you can. Oh hello, what's this? What the hell's that? Bloody avocado. Oh, that's a late delivery, isn't it? I bet that was the cheap delivery slot. So, yeah, have a great day tomorrow, darlings. Take really good care of yourselves. Much love from me. Look forward to seeing you on the next one. Pachoo, and indeed, bosh.